right, hi guys, hello. All right, let me get this situated here and plugged in so we don't run out of battery. Okay, so today I'm gonna do this a little different. Instead of going live, I'm gonna just, let's see here. All right, so let me bring this up a little higher. And I'm gonna hope that this is, I have no place to put a tripod on my desk. So what I'm doing today is I've got some stamps, letter stamps. These are from when Michaels used to carry all their art supplies. I've got some stickers, some alphabet stickers I might use. This is my memory keeper, creative memories. They come in different sizes. I've had these for years to make circles. I used my Distress ink. Whatever colors you have, the colors change all the time. Some of mine are very old, but I'm deciding today I was going to go with a different pink. So I've got pink raspberry, abandoned coral. I used peeled paint for the leaves. I outlined it in Dusty Concord. Always had the trusty black and a festive berries. So let me do this. I'm going to do the pinks here. There's that. Okay. So yeah, whatever colors you have in stock, you can use. I pulled out my distressed gelatos as well and my distressed crayon to see what I would do. I've got these, someone gave these to me. I use them sometimes. I just usually gravitate towards the Tim Holtz Distressed brand. It's just always long lasting. A little goes a long way. The Faber-Castell works well. And yeah, so that's just, some of these are super old. The great thing is if they seem to dry up a little bit, I just put a little bit of water. I sprinkle some water from my little spray bottle and I just put a little in there. If it seems to be too dry and cakey, and just put it back on and leave it, and the moisture will get inside there and keep it lively. So again, these Crayolas are pretty good. They're twistables, so and they work nice. I just haven't used them yet. I always gravitate towards these other ones. I like doing these better than pulling out the, I have a Stampin' Up! Old Olive. I was using that one. I've got the Stampin' Up! Positively Pink. I tell you what, Stampin' Up! Is, at least they used to be a great brand. These I've had probably for 15 years or something like that. So they long lasting. This one, is this Creative Memories? I bought these all used. I don't know if that's a Creative Memory logo or not. It's just Memories. The Memories stamp pad is for creative stampers. I don't know. It works okay. I mean, it's still living. It's still working. And then I just keep a pad. I just took out a bunch of baby wipes. Baby wipes that are not, oh great, that are not flavored, no perfumes or anything. I've got my trusty stampy thing here. I also have a few stamps I might use. These were from Globland. I think I got these on Amazon. Julie Nutting is really good. She's got a lot of small little things here. Great for journaling. Some more alphabets. And I'm going to put all the alphabets over here in case I want to spell anything. This, I put Joy on here just because I had these and I really want to use these up. So I put that there. I'm going to put up a scripture on Joy here. What else did I use here? This is Heidi Swapp. Always a good brand too. She always makes quality stuff. I think I got this probably at Joann's. But now that Joann's is going out of business, you know, we're getting very limited. You know, again, Tim Holtz, Heidi Swapp, and, well, these for sure are two really good brands that last forever. First, for the stencils, I really prefer Tim over everything. It's worth a few extra dollars, and if you can get it on clearance or at a garage sale or something, that's phenomenal. They last forever. The plastic they use is just the right thickness, not too thick and everything, and it just is, it works and they last forever. So you kind of live and learn, and you can get cheap stuff, but then, you know, sometimes you just kind of pray that it works and lasts. I painted this one with watercolor. Sometimes I get into a watercolor mood. I'll pull out my book, and this is a mixed media book from Strathmore. 8.5 by 5.5, 98-pound paper. And what I liked about this was, I think I got it clearanced, and I love the blank canvas that I could decorate it later. But I started doing just some watercolor and whatever on here. This is from a songbook. I just love the mother-daughter picture. I did a little watercolor around it. Memories of a Lifetime. Praise God who helps his people. Psalm 147. And then I typed this up here, cut it out. My hope is in you. Heal my broken places, Lord. And the great thing is that not only can this be taken out if I choose to, it's also got serrated edge or serrated sections here that you can cut it off. Hopefully pretty nice and neat. Again, here, this is a napkin. I did a napkin, and I take pictures out from off of ads and papers that come in the mail. Sometimes I'll get little magazines here and there, but usually I can get a lot of decent pictures just from the ads within the mailers that come. We don't get as many as we used to, but they're there. This is a napkin, and I did 2 Chronicles 7:14 here. Drew the face myself. Here I did a double fold, so I skipped this page so I would have a double fold here, and did this. I used a little bit of, oh, I don't know, what do you call this? My mind is a blank right now, but just for texture, anything for texture, drywall, paste or whatever. I drew some birds here. This is my own, I have stamps, but I just draw. Birds are really easy to draw. I did Galatians here. And then I need to go back and do this page. Here I just drew, you know, these little forks that stick in the ground. And actually, you know what I think I'll do here is, let me do a little green. And instead of, I don't even need to use my brush. I can just do this. You know, and if I want to use a little emphasis on, okay, I can use my little brushes here. This comes in a set. You can get these on Amazon. This Faber-Castell came with the inks in a package. Let's see if I can do a little. Now, if your brush is a little dry, a little cheat that you can do is just get it damp with your baby wipes. And I'm trying to give it a little texture. I could pull out a, let me show you another thing to do here. I think I'll use this brush. So to make little grass edges, You can use one of these. I love this. I got this at Michael's clearance, and I love the little, the layers of how this is cut. I don't know what you call that. I don't like this. I had to put, this looks ugly, but I had to, it's sticky and it's breaking. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit of glue on there. But I love this brush. The brush itself is pretty nice. It's acrylic type. I have to go in and fix a couple of my brushes that I like. The brushes are great, but the wood comes apart if you've got these soaking in water while you're using them. And these little brushes are just nice to make grass as well. So what I can do for that is I'm going to lay this like so. Put a little water here. Maybe I'll use a lighter green here. I can use a... And I don't mind mixing. I don't know what that'll do to the pad, but let's see. Let's see. I'm going to be a little daring. Let's see. And then just do like this to make some grass. And that's not working so well, so let's try this one. I think I might need a little bit of water on this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I tend to do just kind of whimsical fun stuff. I've had a couple of art people that I have watched over the years, and sometimes just the whimsical stuff is just, you don't have to worry about perfection, okay? Just have fun with it. And I'm going to kind of leave this as this. And you know what I can do is later come in with a marker, or let me see, do I have a... I'm going to try this a little bit here. Sometimes if you add a little bit of brown, it might give it a little depth. I'm going to go back to this brush. Just to get this a little bit wet, I'm just dipping my Distress crayon in here. I'm going to put a little dirt down here to give it a little more realistic. The baby wipes are wonderful because then you can just go in there and smooth it out. I just wanted to give it a little bit more depth and reality. So you can go reality without being perfect, because you know, if you go out and look at the grass and everything, it's not perfect. It is not perfect, y'all. Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. And so, I might go ahead and use this little guy here. Again, this is Heidi Swapp. I guess it's number 8. I guess that's how she labels them. And again, under American Crafts, I guess is her distributor. Now, I like this one because it's little dots. It's little dots there. I'm going to get this wet a little bit. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun. I like that. It's the little dots aren't really heavy duty, but I like that. Again, just the different textures. Just give it a little, it's less flat then, you know? Sweet. Love it. Now, if I want to get in there, I can dare to just do the corner here. And if I want to get close in a little area, you know, in between here, that's what I would do. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Love it. It makes it look a little more woodland. Sweet. Now I'm just gonna put it back on the stamper, wipe it off, just so that the ink doesn't dry off too bad. On there. The nice thing with these silicones is that they're easy to store, but I do prefer the ones, the old kind with the wood on them, but they take up so much space. I keep getting rid of more and more of my wood ones because they just take up so much space. All right, so now what I want to do here is all right, I've got a little dry brush here. This one came with, no, actually, looks like I bought this one probably from Michael's on sale. Sorry guys, hold on. Sorry about that. Now I could give it more depth too by adding a darker green in there, but I just don't feel like, oh here I have a darker green. Let's see, this is Old Olive by Stampin' Up. I don't know if this one is really, okay, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I think I need, this one I think is too blue. Use this tumbled glass, and I'm going to just do a little outline here on the edge, and then I think I need this one. And I'm just going to give it a little sky blue here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I could have done this at first, when I first was drawing. And again, I'm not here, if I always say, as a photographer, I want my pictures to look more perfect. But my drawings and things are a little more whimsical. So I don't worry so much about perfect art. This is not a fine art print. This is just a print that I do for fun, because I want to. And let me see here. Oh, I slept funny, so my back kind of hurts today. All right, so smaller. So we've got a whole set of these. You can get a set of these for like 6 or 8 of them for under 20 bucks. This is just a generic one. Okay, I think that's good enough. That is good enough. All I need to do there. Okay. This one I just, what I do sometimes is I just come in and I draw a little bit. And here's another one I did. Just a little, I made this, I have this cute little template ruler guy. And just, I do all that. I can do any shape I got here that I want to do. Circle, squares. I tend to go with circle and squares, just easier, and I like them. Triangles sometimes I have fun with those. And then the nice thing is you got a ruler here. You can do this. You can do the rounded edges. So if I wanted to, this is a watercolor I did the other day. Butterflies, I'm just starting to play with butterflies. Not real happy with them, but hey, it's whimsical and fun. I think what I'm going to do here, I might do here, is just draw a boom, 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 boom. I've got a pink Sharpie here. And I'm going to just come a little bit along the edge here. And I like the rounded corner, so I'm just going to kind of keep it here, stop here, and then I'm just going to make a double line. And I just wing it. I don't have to, again, this is not about being perfect. If I want perfect, I'll go on the computer. And then just add some little fun stuff in here. Close it off. And I think just because I want to, I'm just going to color this in. And then, and this is just a Sharpie, permanent marker. I may use my Elegant Writer calligraphy pen from Speedball Art to do the lettering. I've got my black Sharpie. And just for definition, I can come in Sharpies work wonderful, but because of the way that they make the felt, I wish you could pull the felt out a little bit. Because I tend to write hard, the felt gets flat. So I do go through these before they even dry up oftentimes. So that's disappointing. So I always try to grab them when I can find them in a package of 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so that they come out to be like less than 75 cents each. That's my goal. And I think I'm just going to maybe just have fun with this one and just do some swirls. Again, when you're doing in the black, black is your stabilizer. It just brings it in and frames it, you know. So, sorry if I moan. I've just got a little, I got a stiff back. And here, and with this one here, this is what I was working on before I came on here. I got a little carried away with the circles. What I did was, I used my, this is supposed to cut circles. This is before we had Cricuts. I still prefer this way. It's easiest and fastest, but there's a little cutter that fits in here to cut your circles. And this is what we used to do to decorate our scrapbooks with. But now I'm using it for my mixed media. So I can do the inner circle. I just draw a line like Spirograph. Remember that? And then I just did that and did this. Before I did that, I picked my colors. I took my pinks with my brush and I went light as much as I could, and then I came in with the darker color to give it, again, you want more depth. If you just want plain colors, so let's just try this. Let me do blue here. I'll just do a blue here. And so if I take this, I'm going to go up here because I want to do a couple of circles and do round like that. Boom. Just plain. Just plain. But then if I'm going to go, and I'm going to do a couple of different kind of blues here. I'll add a green as well. And I'm going to go off the edge so it looks like I'm purposely falling off the edge. Okay, now that one's got a little depth because I dabbed this on the wipey. I'm going to do a little bit of the peeled paint. Oops. Okay, so then what I can do is then I can come in here and just make it softer on the way around it. And why is it not working? But if you just outline a little bit more that way, and then it is not working. I don't know why it's not working. Come on. So I can do my brush here. So you still have that circle that stays in place there. And you've got the layering, okay? So if I go back to this, I'm gonna wipe my brush off, get this green off as much as possible. I always have my garbage bag right next to me, so I can just dump my stuff. Now that's got a little bit of green on it still. The only bad thing about these brushes, and I need to get another set of these, but that's okay. It's still blending. Not happy with that, but I don't. This is a dry brush, so I don't want to get it super wet. And you know what? I'm not worried about failure with colors. That works kind of good. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not. Well, that's not working like I thought it. So, you know, like I thought it would. And that is okay. I've got this. I don't think I want to do that. Okay, so here, let's try. Okay, I've got another plan. I'm pulling out my Distress Crayon Broken China, And I'm going to, what I'm doing here is I'm just going to get the blue and get the green pretty much off, or try to get the green off more. I'm going to just do this, dip this crayon in here, because I really don't want that. Okay. Well, this is just being a pill. It's just not going to work. But you know what? It is giving it depth, so I'm happy with that. It is what it is. But what I'm going to do now is come in, and I want to make the center a little bit darker. But hey, you know what? I'm going to have the blues and the greens, so we're good here. I'm going to do a green over here. Very, oh, love that. Love it, love it. I've got that little, oh yeah. There we go. I love that. Looks like the moon. Ooh, yeah. Love that. And see, when you're playing, you just kind of find little tricks. And so that's giving it a nice little edge, and I'm pressing it kind of sideways to make it look a little moon-like. Find that edge. Now I'm fighting against this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Loving it. Purely by accident. And again, when you play, that's what happens. All right, so now I'm going to do the same here. And this one was, oh, wonderful. I love it. And then, you know, it's giving a distinctive edge. And it's okay that that little, because it looks like the moon now. Ooh, love that. Sweet Jesus. Okay, so this one is just peacock feathers. And then I'm gonna go in here again, and I'm gonna, oh, yes. Purely by accident, because I wanted to get that edge in there. And here I end up making, because I'm pressing against the plastic. Oh, loving that. This is what makes it fun with mixed media, is that you just, oh, yes. Love it. Now that's even cooler, but purely accidental that the greens meshed in with the blue, but that's okay. All right, now I'm gonna do one more over here, and I think I want to find a new blue. So Okay, I guess I'll have to do this one. I need more blue colors. I don't think I want this one. This is too blue. All right, so what I'll have to do then is go with this here. I've got more blues in this. And what I can do with this is and just swirl that around. Got a little piece in here that came off. Oh my gosh, yes. Loving it. Now I could have also gone in and, oh, look at that. A little bit of the blue or green came off in that, and that works. Got a little bubble in there, but I like it. A little green came off from the edge of this, but that is okay. Accidents sometimes. Oh yeah. Now that's a little oblong, and that's okay. That works out. Okay. That works out. So you make it work. Nothing says, I mean, if you weren't watching, you probably would not even know that I added the distressed crayon in with the distressed ink. You know, it's just, you just do and you roll with it. You roll with what you need to do. Now with this, hopefully, when I come around to this, it'll be dry. Actually, to make this, I do want this to be more of a perfect circle. So I'm just gonna go like that. Again, gives it more definition. And it doesn't have to be perfect around, you know, inside or outside, but you surely can go for that if you want. I don't need that to be perfect on the inside or the out. This one's oblong, so this one's going to be more inside, and that's okay. Love it. And I love how these came out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then always make sure you close your cap because it'll end up drying out. So what I'm going to do now is I want to put one of the little girls on here. And she is going to be in black. I want to make her a little damp. So I'm going to just wipe that off real quick with, just to give it more, a little more depth and creaminess. And I'm going to put her right here. Perfect. Wiping it down before you stamp it just makes more ink adhere to the silicone. is it. Well, I'm looking for my smaller one, but that's okay. I'm going to take this abandoned coral and put a little heart here, a little heart there, and a little heart there. I always use hearts like for everything. And this guy, I don't know where I got this one from, so I'm going to use this little saying here. It says, make something pretty today. Perfect. Now I'm going to come back in later and add scriptures in here. You know, they make all these beautiful things, but then the plastic container here always breaks. Alright, there's that. And because I want her to be a little noticeable, I am going to give her eyes and a smile. Now I can come back later and color her in, probably with colored pencils, just because. I'm gonna outline you know what I think I'm going to do before I do that? I'm going to do, well, that's pretty, that blends in. So I'm going to just take this. This is a Zig Clean Color 2 Water Base Mid Green. And I'm just going to, these are nice because they're a good size felt. It's 1.2 millimeter. But they don't last real long. They dry out. The fine part dries out almost always. So let's see. This one's pretty good. Okay, this one's pretty good. I would say this is probably one of the better ones, but oftentimes, and I'm just going to color in a few things to match the color with the greens, just because I have it handy. And I might even do this. Actually, I think I'm going to use this side. Color her in. There we go. Okay. And did that. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's good. And then later, when I get done playing with all of my art supplies, I'm going to come in and I'm going to write scriptures in. So I've got a theme going on for, actually, you know what I think what I'll do here, I'll do that now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just to keep it straight, and I really should do like if this will work. I don't know if this will work. Okay, so I'm going to take my marker, just and you know that you just decide what emphasis you want to put on your words as you write them. And then what I can do here is just do a little outline. Again, bringing the colors in together. And I'm going to color her later. I'll color her dress in and so forth with my colored pencils. That just, it's called mixed media for a reason. That you just mix and do use all of it. Use all your art. Now, because I want to emphasize that even the more, I am going to take my Sharpie, and I still want to see the green as much as possible as for the outline. Okay, so there you go. And then I can always go in and just add a little more green here that I wrote over. Now if I want to, I can come back in here and even do some yeah, see, this Sharpie is starting to go. Just to give the some more fun and depth to each. Again, and just having fun with it. And then I'm going to close this side in with, and again, this is serrated, that if I wanted to tear it out the book, I could. And then I'm going to just do the edges this way. It's a different color, green, but that's okay. I can't do this with this wiring here. So that just brings it in the more. And then I'm going to go ahead and do as close to the edge here, and then I can fill in the empty spaces just to give it more depth. Kind of like a tree. You know, a tree doesn't straight up and down. A tree goes in and out. And again, you want to give it, I don't want to make it too thick. I could use my larger Sharpies, but I don't want to make it too thick, okay? Because that's really, I wasn't making this page to be bold. So there we go. Now, to give it even more, oh, buddy, hi. I didn't know you were still in here. Hi, buddy. Oh, got my puppy here, sleeping in here with me. All right, so here I'm going to pick out a little bit of a green here just to color this in. And I'm using my Prisma, which are no longer available. If you do find them on eBay, they're a stupid amount of money. And again, just to give it a little depth to, and not just black and white and whatever, give it, make it stand out a little bit. Oh no! All right. And then I might as well just finish this now. No, that's not going to work. So I'm putting a lot more pressure here on the cuff and the neckline, and then down here in the ruffles. And if I wanted to use a different shade of green, I could. But this is just easier. Okay. And then I'm going to take my pink here, go in. I want my hearts to stand out a little bit. What you doing, buddy? Baby? Pick up your mud. Here we go. There you go. I love you too. I love you too, buddy. All right, so now I want to do a little background, something here. Maybe I will go with this. Just enough so it's not so stark white. And this is a Crayola Pale Rose. Oops, I did not do... Oh, what color did I use here? Oops, wrong color, but I'm gonna go with it here. It didn't really come through. Okay, that's good enough. So this just is a dusty rose, and it's just giving enough background. I don't want yellow. I don't want a lighter pale green here. And with this little bit of pink I have up here, it sort of works nicely. Okay. Okay. And the white just kind of blends things together. All right, so we're done. Ow, 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 ow. We are done. There's that one. Okay. just kind of fun with making just simple circles. I could take this and make squares on this page here and just use and I can, because the paper is small and these are large, and then I can just do this and have it come off the page. Going off the page gives it a little bit of drama. It's good, it's okay. And then I can even do this and make another semi-square there and make it come off. Simple, simple, simple. And then, just to have fun with this, I can just do this. I use a pink here. I use this blue here. I got orange here. Again, just kind of having fun with, and then just and then I'm going to take a I just got these Sharpie pens. Oh yeah, I like this. Oop. Again, when you make a little mistake, oh, I love that. Now I have to kind of switch around a little bit. Oh, I love this. So this is just going to be a colorful page. This is Winsor & Newton watercolor marker. Love it. I don't use it as much as I should. lighter green. I guess I can use that. We'll go ahead and just use this lighter green. Not perfect, and I could have pulled out one of my other these are awesome. These are Sharpie Creative Markers. Love them. I just got these. These are new. I have my Sharpie Permanent Color Fine Point, and they have the shades of brown. And let's see. I had a red one here. So here I'm going to put hearts because I do hearts with everything. Now I could really have fun with this and do circles on top of it. Now I'm going to use the black. Okay. Just because this is super whimsical, and I'm telling you, like, I gotta do what I say and just be kind of free for all. I'm gonna come in here and do this. Oh my gosh, I am loving this. All right, now here, I may do some more fun stuff with this later. I could add a little washi tape in here. I like this polka dotted one. Whoa. I'm gonna add this sweet girl here. This is one I drew, and I just copied it and made her smaller. And I think I'm just gonna kind of do a shape around her. Super glue her on here. And then I'll come back and put a scripture on here when I am ready with the right one, and any other little pictures that I might come across later. But for right now, I just wanted to make some pages that had color and decoration on them, so I could then come in and do so this one is tentatively done, but I'm probably going to come back and add a little more depth. I added washi tape, a picture of a girl here, and we'll see what else. I might add more. So again, this is a mixed media thing, using all kinds of different things in here. So this is where I'm going to leave it at right now, guys. So I just wanted to show you a little process within a book here. Again, this is a Strathmore Vision. I love the cardboard cover that I'll cover. If I keep this all together, I'll cover this up, decorate it, and sell the book. Or I might just go ahead and take the pages out and do something with them that way. Okay, but right now I'm going to go back. This is my method. I do art on my pages, and then I come back and I indulge and put writings on them. And so it just depends. When I'm in my writing mode, I like to write. When I'm in my art mode, I like to create. And so that's where I'll go here. Some of these I can even just take my marker and I can just put the words in. I might print some out. You know, I have something like this, I'm a child of God, and I can put that on here. It just depends on what I feel like doing. Again, I just started playing with butterflies, not real crazy about it, but this was watercolor, but it's all practice, you know. I love the coloring. Had fun with this one night. Change Your Heart, Joel 2:12, and just put that in there. Simple, nothing, you know, really concrete with this, just whimsical. This one I'll probably write in. I did the outline and stuff here, and I'll create that. Again, just having fun with these. And this is kind of Eastery, perfect timing for this year. I may come back with a deeper green marker and outline the leaves and maybe draw something. Let's see, what could I do right now with this? I've got to find the right green color. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't want black. I want green. So I've got to get I got to get all my markers out, figure out which way I want to go with that, and but I'm going to definitely highlight this a little bit more to make it punch. I'll outline joy with my black marker. Real happy with this one. This one is pretty much just set to go. The only thing I think I might change is I might go ahead here and outline this side. Now, if I tear this page out, I'm going to lose some of this, but that's okay. And see, when you're outlining, when you make a mistake, you just fill it in. Again, it gives it a little bit of depth. So, and sometimes when I come back, I might find some things I like or I want to do. I'm going to put a little piece of paper in here. There's a little glue that is on the outside. So yeah, that's fun. That was a good day. Thanks for joining me, and like and subscribe.